104.1 KRBE. Let's get started. It's the Roula and Ryan Show.
Wake up, fool!
Hey, wake up!
It's about to get all stupid up in here!
Right here.
Featuring Eric.
Eric, he is a bad, bad man.
Special K.
The big red K.
Are you threatening me?
I'm waiting for you.
And Sam.
I am a wuss! I am a wuss!
You've waited long enough.
How the heck do you pronounce this woman's name?
Roula. And Ding Dong. Ryan. 104.1 KRBE.
Good morning, Houston, Texas.
Who wants to party?
It's Friday, October the 13th of 2023. It's the whole gang, Roula, Ryan, Eric, Special K, and Sam. It's 6:01 a.m. on this Friday the 13th as we get ready for the weekend and Astros and all things Halloween and all the fun.
Yeah, a lot of things going on. I mean, Special K and I are going to be at Barktoberfest tomorrow, bringing dogs out and put them in costumes. Yeah, don't let them chew on my leg, though.
We have a lot to cover today. Something that Eric posted yesterday on his Instagram. I'm going to cover it in the scoop coming up next because I had a sub-dream, Eric, about your Instagram, which I know you love the dream talk. I just know you love it.
If you ate like a pillow, marshmallows and your pillow's gone, and then a unicorn came down with a tooth fairy.
Yes, Eric, coming up next, we'll dissect Roula's dream.
No, it's a real thing. His Instagram is real. It's just,
Why? It doesn't matter what your social status is. People cheat in every demographic.
Yep. Rich, poor.
Doesn't
class.
matter.
because they're lazy, according to Eric. They're lazy.
Yeah.
And they don't want to go outside their neighborhood.
That's really lazy. Well, I mean, the ultimate lazy is the friend
family
circle,
members.
the family members.
Yeah, that's just gross.
I want to give a shout out to Mary Christine. Guys, Mary Christine said, "Good morning. I love you guys. I'm driving back from Houston from seeing my nephew in a football game in San Antonio. Thanks for keeping me up." Mary Christine, have a safe drive.
Yeah,
Thanks
be
for
safe.
listening to the show. It's Friday. Everyone's feeling good.
What a good aunt.
It's Friday 13th. Did y'all see that stat? I think Eric sent us that this morning about today is actually a safer day according to the insurance companies. We have less chance of getting into a car accident today on Friday 13th than any other Friday. So, you know, it's not going to be bad luck automatically just because it's Friday 13th.
Have you ever been a superstitious person, Rolla?
Only for baseball.
But like things like a black cat or walking under a ladder or Friday the 13th, none of that
I
bothers
think I
you.
heard the ladder thing so long ago that I don't really know if I 100% believe it. I just feel like I avoid it. But I don't feel like I'm doomed if it happens.
Have any of you guys ever been superstitious about anything?
I don't think so. I think it's mostly sports. I think it's sports.
Like if I had to single one person out on the show, I'd think Kevin would probably be the most likely to be superstitious.
Me?
No?
He loves watching that ancient alien stuff.
Yeah.
Doesn't equal superstition, though. That's all
I
like
don't know,
old wives'
something tied
tales.
with superstitions.
Aliens is
and-
real. That's what.
Yeah.
Oh, I believe him. I think the aliens.
Go under a
absolutely.
ladder. What is that going to prove? Like, why is that a thing?
I have no idea. There's always like some kind of, you got to look it up. I'm too lazy to Google it. Like, what's the origin of this crazy superstition?
You know, somebody probably got a ticket already this morning. Oh,
Damn it,
Friday
it's
13th.
Friday the 13th. Yep.
Or if you're going to wreck today, Friday 13th.
Yep.
Maybe the wrecks aren't as bad on Fridays because people leave early from work and it's
And there's not as many people in the car? Or,
throughout the day that's busy, but it's all spread out.
It disperses earlier. Nobody's working till 5. I mean, obviously some people are working till 5 o'clock, but if you see the Houston freeways on Friday starting
I
at
see
noon, it's already
like
bad.
even here when I pull
Well,
in.
look at it right now.
There's no
look
cars.
at the TV screen right now.
18-wheeler jackknife.
Yeah. Well, that's
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah, you're going to
But
get
that's
that.
on the outlet-bound lanes of the North Freeway. They're closed at the Beltway because of a jackknifed 18-wheeler, and there's a giant trail of traffic that's already stuck behind it. So for those people, they're probably like, of course, it's Friday 13th. I'm stuck in this. But, you know, I hope everybody's okay, whoever's involved in that accident. Yeah, it's Friday 13th.
All right, coming up next, we're going to talk about Roula's dream.
It does have to do with Eric's Instagram. What did Eric post yesterday that laced
think what
into
I
my
posted.
dreams and wouldn't let me properly sleep all night because of it? We'll talk about that. Also, Halloween is one of the most popular Halloween movies, and there's a new one coming out for you if you want to have Halloween all year long. We'll talk about that too. Here's your weather for today.
Going to be a little bit warmer today. We might be creeping up towards 90, but this weekend, y'all, it is going to be sunshine and gorgeous. Low temperatures. It'll be a great weekend. There's so many things
Like
coming up.
50?
No, I mean
40s?
like Saturday, it's going to be under 80 degrees and sunshine. That's going to be gorgeous. Same thing.
Nice.
It was Sunday. It's going to be gorgeous as well. But right now, 71 degrees and 612 on the Roula and Ryan Show.
Now, y'all ready?
This is is Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop.
On KRBE.
It is brought to you by Innovative Lasers of Houston. And I just want to remind our 6 o'clockers, maybe your schedule's been off and you haven't been awake this early this week. This is the hour that we make sure to remind you that starting at 7 o'clock until 7 p.m., we are in a very spectacular window. Ready for your next adventure? We want to send you on a theme park vacation to Universal Orlando Resort with flights provided by Spirit. There's only one place that takes the action of your favorite films and combines it with hold on tight excitement. No one tests the limits of absolute awesome like Universal. Just listen all day today from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. for the sound of the boarding call. When you hear it, be caller 104 to score an Echo Dot and become a finalist for the trip. Go to krbe.com for more information. 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. The boarding call. You'll know it when you hear it. It tells you to be caller 104. If you're caller 104, you score the Echo Dot. You're a finalist for the trip. It's going to be fun.
It is.
Super awesome.
I love Roula. Have you been there? Because Eric and I have been there like so many. I think between the two of us, we've been there like a dozen times.
Once your kids get a little older.
Yeah. Oh my God.
We're
It is
still
so
on
much fun.
I've only been to Orlando for the other theme park. I have not been there for that one yet with all the movies, which I think I will really enjoy because, of course I love movies, but my kids have not read Harry Potter yet. They don't know the Harry Potter world
They don't even
yet.
need to,
I want them
really.
to really
if they do
absorb
that.
it,
But you go there, you'll become a Harry Potter fan. It is just so fun. It really is just unbelievable fun.
So that's very exciting. Okay, let me get this out of the way because it is Friday the 13th. Now, some people can feel real spooky, superstitious about today. Others like, all right, it's just another Friday. If you're a Swiftie, this is a big deal for you because the Eras Tour's in theaters and 13 is Taylor Swift's favorite number because her birthday is December 13th. So it's a whole different meaning of Friday the 13th for you. And a lot of people like to take advantage of doing spooky stuff on Friday the 13th. Haunted houses are open. You want to watch scary movies. The movie Halloween. If you have not seen this on Netflix yet, it's really a cool show. It's called The Movies That Made Us, and they highlight all these different movies like Back to the Future and Elf for Christmas time, and Halloween is one of them. And it really shows you how the original title had nothing to do with Halloween, and then when they decided to switch it to Halloween, they go, wow, if we just call this movie Halloween, then we could just capitalize on it every single year. It's probably the single step of genius. Stroke of genius that they had to change that movie name to Halloween. And now Halloween is getting a series. If you're all about Halloween, you can watch it all the time.
Suppose they haven't done
We
that.
don't really have a lot of details on the series.
But it may not have to do with Michael Myers. Think about it. Friday the 13th, they had a TV series for a while.
That's true.
Did they
Wasn't-
really?
Yeah, and it wasn't about Jason every week.
But
Oh, I don't
Chucky,
remember that at all.
they do have one for Chucky.
Chucky.
I think it's like the third season.
Yeah. Is that on Peacock?
I mean, I know it's on like TBS or TNT or one of those. Whenever I watch like wrestling or sports, I see Chucky running around.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is it the same voice actor? Yeah, it's on Peacock. Streams on
The
Peacock.
idea is that the new
Wait, it's
series is going
on
to launch
Peacock.
a cinematic universe. What does that mean? It's a whole other spin-off of Halloween outside of Mike Myers. Plot details have yet to be announced. It's not clear whether Michael Myers timeline.
It's his brother.
I was trying to say timeline. Michael Myers' timeline in the story takes place, but they say that they are they have the TV rights that were secured by Miramax, and they are the ones who produced the recent Halloween trilogy.
Well, if he comes back after that last movie, that Halloween Ends, that was pretty final. I don't know how they could bring him back.
There's nothing final in horror
Always,
movies. They can bring anybody back. And there's also the worst scary movie sequels of all time. Jason Takes Manhattan is on that list. I never saw anything past the original Friday the 13th, but a bunch of suits sat around at a conference room one day and said, you know what we should do? We should have the crazy hockey mask wielding cleaver killer go to New York City.
Roula,
That sounds like a good idea.
They sent him to space. Jason went to space eventually.
Yeah, that was weird when he was in space.
That's
Totally
maybe
parody.
jumping the shark a little bit.
And then him
All right,
versus
so last
Freddy was
night-
fun.
Jason versus Freddy, yep.
I didn't see that one either. I didn't see a lot of scary
By the way,
movies.
Chucky's on Sci-Fi and USA Network.
Oh,
he?
okay.
Yeah, I remember seeing.
All right, so Eric is at producer Eric on Instagram. The other night, when the Astros clinched the ALCS bid to try and go for another World Series now, right? We're about to play the Rangers on Sunday. Eric got on his Instagram Live, walking his dog, Sebby, which, by the way, somebody on text said they don't think you picked up Sebby's poop, but that's a whole other topic.
Oh.
I don't know if you did or
Really?
didn't.
I don't know if I
didn't
did
pay
or
attention
not.
to whether Sebby went.
I can't remember if he did.
Maybe last night's walk. Anyway, so I jumped on. We had this fun little live interaction because it was great to get like your excitement out from the win and yay, so fun. Okay, then last night before I went to sleep, I just scroll my phone before I go to bed so I can check any last minute news or whatever. And I saw Eric's post. You were out again with your dog, but it was the one before that where you were in your high rise with your bourbon or scotch, whatever your
I think it's bourbon.
was.
Watching Philadelphia play the Braves.
And for those that don't follow baseball, Philadelphia beat the Braves.
Yes.
They're going to the NLCS against the Arizona Diamondbacks. So it's down to 4 now.
I've seen the Braves go down.
Astros, Rangers, Diamondbacks, Phillies. That's who it's between now to get to the World Series. And all day long, I had the MLB Network on because, Eric and I think, are the biggest baseball fans in the room. And we have the same ideology. Like the day after an Astros loss, stay away from Instagram, Twitter, stay away from MLB Network. The day after a win, safe channel. You can have it on all day if you want.
You're hoping they're talking
gonna
about your
the
team.
win.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't even know that the Astros won that game because all they talked about is the Phillies and the Braves all damn day. And so last night when they won, Eric posted how, can we play it? I mean, I wish we, you said that'd be weird. But you said how, oh my God, what is this? With all these people talking about how, it's so hard to win in Philadelphia. Oh, the crowd. Didn't we have a freaking no-hitter? I can't remember how you phrased it exactly, but the way you phrased it, because it was so like...
Beginning of the game, they're just trying to make this whole narrative that this is the greatest place to play. Like, no team can win here. And they do have the record, like 25 wins in the postseason over 11 losses, which is, I guess, number one for playoffs. So they can say that. But I'm just thinking... Didn't we take care of that last year when they threw a no-hit? We threw a no-hitter in their own park. So I'm like, no one mentions that part. They don't mention that 2 out of 3 losses they had at home
for the World Series.
The World Series were because of us.
Well, that's true.
They never mentioned that part.
Right. So it weaves into my dreams all night. I can't totally get into a deep REM sleep because all I'm hearing and I'm seeing in my dream is you at the Phillies stadium.
Am I clothes on?
Oh. Yeah.
Yes, you were drunk in the Philly Stadium, whatever it's called, Liberty Bell Park, or I don't know what they call it. I should know that name. I guess I don't
changed
know
it. I'm sure somebody bought
and it was like I was at a game with you at this ballpark, Eric, and I don't even know if the Astros were freaking playing, but you were getting in fights with Philly fans, holding your glass of bourbon and not spilling a drop.
Very impressive. It's like those people that
it's plausible.
They're holding like their 4-month-old baby and they're in the outfield and they have a beer and they try and catch a ball. It's like. Idiots.
That is
protect
idiotic.
Your kid's head. Protect your kid.
I mean, dude, I'm telling you, I have really, really clear visuals of you holding your bourbon and you're getting in fights with Philadelphians and you are not spilling a drop.
That's definitely a dream because there's no way I would do that.
There's no
Philly,
way.
Philly and New York are the 2 cities I would not wear. Like
no, you don't want to get beat up.
Like I got buddies that go to there, they don't care. They're just not afraid.
You're not a brawler,
What was
though.
that? What was that Budweiser?
They're cops and stuff. They don't care. They're not afraid.
Yeah. What was that commercial? What was that?
Like Real Men of
Here's
Genius
to you,
type thing?
Real Men of Genius. I feel like here's to you, real heroes of baseball. If you're an Astros fan that has traveled to other stadiums, especially New York, Philly, Boston,
Dodger Stadium,
and
too.
you have
Pretty
just
bad.
stood there in all your orange and navy glory, here's to you.
Yeah, because you're getting crap like we'll never see. Like behind you, people throwing stuff at you. Even when I see other teams, when I'm like with the Twins fans going by, and they were all nice, but you just see them for a second, you get a little hate. You're like, what are you doing wearing that on our turf? It's so stupid.
But
It's
Well,
like,
you and I have both been to games for World Series or playoff games or regular games where the other team's fans were in our section and they were being very obnoxious, and it just ruins
The
you.
worst is the Braves.
Shut up.
I went to that World Series against them. We got creamed the first game, and I was near like 50 of them, and they all their flashlights out, going, oh, like, I'm so glad that's not going to happen.
But you know what? It's not as bad as what they have like over in the UK. I listened to Roula Scoop yesterday, so I broke down and I watched Beckham, which, by the way, you're right, it is really good.
Terrible.
It's
I don't
really
know how
good.
David Beckham
But,
did not
commit
commit suicide with all that bullying
I
in
mean,
the entire country.
it is
Crazy.
insane. I mean, it's a way of life for them. It's not just like, they don't let go of a loss.
Nope.
They don't.
don't.
Like, if you made a mistake in America, you could bounce back, but for a solid year, they tortured this man because he got, thrown out of the game.
And you know what somebody said on text, or did we say it on the air? When I said, God, how did David Beckham not kill himself? Because in this day and age, we're so on top of mental health. Somebody texted, because Gen X.
That's true.
Because Gen X.
We weren't in touch with our feelings.
Gen X was just like, whatever, you're left alone by yourself at all times.
Latchkey
Nobody knows where
generation.
you are.
But you know, the
Getting
thing
cell phone.
is, I mean, it wasn't just him. They went after his family. What they were saying about Posh Spice chanting in the stadium, oh my God, I couldn't even begin to repeat it. It was so horrible.
And those are the same people, when they see him, they probably want his autograph.
Oh,
Yes.
absolutely.
No, well, I mean, if
what
you
I mean?
watch the
Later
series, people were spitting on him.
Yeah, but I mean, if they got a one-on-one, they run into him.
But then he came back and was victorious.
Like right now,
and
they probably treat him like really nice.
Yeah.
I'd be like, 10 years ago, you were wanting me dead.
Yeah. They were burning effigies of, they were hanging him. It was horrible. But if you want to watch a good documentary, Roula, you picked a good one. Beckham
Yeah,
is
4
awesome.
episodes of Beckham is good. It was really good. All right, coming up next, Open Phone Friday, guys. 713-390-KRBE. What's on your mind? It's Friday the 13th. Let's hear from you next on The Roula and Ryan Show.
Back to the Roula and Ryan Show.
Open Phone Friday. You can call us about anything. 713-390-KRBE. You can ask us a question, tell us what the hell's going on in your life, anything.
I want to start out with saying, go Cougs! Because I just saw the Hail Mary pass against West Virginia last night. Holy
Oh my
smokes.
God, I
Crowd
saw
went
that
crazy.
too.
That
was cool.
was awesome. Go Cougs!
Donovan
Okay,
Smith's
yay.
49-yard Hail Mary pass caught by
Man, that was awesome.
Stephen Johnson.
At first I was like, they catch it, does that count, does that count, does that count?
41-39 victory over West
I
Virginia.
gotta watch it. I just saw the crowd going.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
never saw
God.
it.
I didn't
that
see the
was
whole game. I just
awesome.
watched the clip, and I'm like, whoa.
Right.
I have to watch the clip.
Same. Corey's up first at 713-390-KRBE. Happy Friday the 13th, Corey.
Happy Friday the 13th, everybody.
Hey, Corey, what's shaking? What's going on in your world?
So I'm on my way to work. It's my last day of work. I'm going to school for massage therapy and kind of like adjusting my life, kind of getting back on track after being in the Navy for 16 years, active.
wow.
I'm a reservist now, so I'm trying to get that pension, that retirement, that cush money.
Well, thank you for your service.
That's awesome, man.
I just first off, real quick, I want to say I love all you guys. Like, y'all are like my heroes in the morning. Like, I just love all the vibes. I mean, I don't care what anybody says on the negative aspect of things. Like, y'all are awesome. Y'all like put smiles on faces and
Well, there's,
frowns in places.
there's one guy, I gotta actually get the audio for Ryan, because that one guy we played a couple days ago that attacked us because his wife loves us.
Oh, yeah. Give me that.
I think I sent it to Ryan. We'll play that later today.
He goes in hard on one of the members of the show.
Yep, so it's nice to hear. What was your
It's
question?
almost like a backhand comment. It's like, I don't know any negative things, Corey. What are you talking about?
I really do. Like, I believe in you guys. Like, I'm a natural Houstonian. Go Stros. I love y'all. Like, y'all are the best team in the world, right? My question is, it's Friday the 13th. I don't think anybody's asked y'all the question. What are all of y'all afraid of on Friday the 13th?
Ooh.
Man, nothing for me.
That's a good question, but I think I'm
I'm
boring.
afraid-
I don't have an answer that's exciting.
I'm not superstitious, so it really doesn't bother me.
See how
me,
that works? The brain's starting to think early in the morning.
I'm concerned about the rate of inflation versus
Inflation?
Interest rates.
Yeah.
Mortgage interest rates
I'm more
scare
scared
me,
of money.
Corey.
Yeah, mortgage interest rates actually do scare me. Thank you, Roula. That is a real serious thing.
That's adulting at its finest. Corey, I just want to shower you with praise, honey, because that is a really sweet thing for you to say. You called us your heroes of the morning, and you yourself are one. 16 years in our military.
Yeah,
God bless you.
for sure.
Thank you so much for making us part of your life. And we are so happy that we can bring you joy or some kind of fun in your day. And congratulations on your new career path.
I think
that's awesome.
I think I'm scared of like alligators. Not Friday the 13th, just scared of. 'Cause
Really?
Here, moving down here, they could be anywhere. When I'm golfing, I remember running into one. And snakes, too. Snakes and alligators. Not my thing.
Well, you had a snake. We all had snakes put around our
Many
necks.
times in here, but
Yeah.
I'm scared like the
Like
ones
out in the
that'll
wild.
bite. Yeah.
Yeah.
like venom.
Untamed.
Yeah. Pythons that don't scare me that bunch.
That boa constrictor you had around your neck.
Yeah, wasn't a fan, but
I wasn't a fan.
You weren't like terrified.
yeah, compared to like if there's a rattlesnake, I'd poop my pants.
I think it's less being scared, but more like being repulsed. Like, I can't stand slugs. Like, I stepped on one barefooted one time, and I was like, ugh. I'm not afraid of them, but I don't want to touch them.
What are you scared of,
Yeah.
Sam?
I don't.
Like heights or
No, I'm not scared of anything like that.
animals?
No. I mean, do I dislike things? Yes. Like, I'm not a big fan of, like, cockroaches and spiders, but it doesn't scare me. Like, I'm not going to, like, not go into a... You know what I mean? Like, say you
Like,
guys
you're
had
gonna
something,
run.
like, right here on my chair. Like, what would make me not come into the studio? Maybe a banana. Like, you know, I don't
weird stuff, yeah.
I don't have anything, thankfully.
Oh, it smells.
That really scares me.
Wow. Kevin, we'll have to
Corey, thank you so
challenge.
much for being part of our show today. You have a great Friday. Letitia is up next at 713-390-KRBE. Hi, welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show.
Hey, good morning, guys. I actually have a very odd question. Every time Jordan hits a home run, he kisses Maldonado on the neck.
Oh, yeah.
Does anybody know why?
He's got a nice cologne that he always said he liked. It reminded him of his grandma.
He smells really good.
Yeah.
It was a thing. You know, I've watched so much baseball, Letitia, that this whole season. I remember the first time he did it was like a joke, and so now it's like their thing. It's like if Jordan hits a home run or, you know, gets run batted in, he always does that because Maldi waits there for him and he points to his neck.
He does with his hands on his hip.
Yeah.
I wonder what the origin
He's
is.
whispering, "Give me some sugar, baby."
What do you think the origin is, though? Someone text. I'm sure they
Let me
know.
look that up real quick.
What's her name? Julia Moran?
Sorry, I'm looking it up here. It says Alvarez has been planting post-homer kisses on Maldonado's neck since last May.
Oh, wow.
The fact that it hasn't become a flashpoint in this summer's of baseball talk is what's really shocking to this one article writer for a sports website. Astros fans have posted videos of this kiss, and it's consistently viewed as very positive and funny, but nobody really knows what the joke is. From watching the games, Letitia, I just remember it was like a thing between. They have a really good rapport, and I remember like it happened as a joke because you know they always do that thing. They mug for the camera in the dugout, like after one of them gets like a home run or something, and that's what happened. I feel like that was the origin just from watching the games. I don't have an actual thing, maybe. Because they just are really good buddies. I don't know.
We'll get on that.
I think it's funny.
We'll do our research. We'll find out.
There's
Yeah. Rula, why don't you just go and ask Jordan?
I should just call
Not
him
like
up.
you got his home phone number.
After you grab lunch with him.
At least that's better than kissing the Chicago Cubs. Kev, here, look at this. This is how they used to do it in 2016.
How do they kiss?
They're grabbing one another's junk.
Yes.
Ew.
But it's a cup, right? It's a cup.
They grab their.
I don't know.
Just type in Cubs.
Wait, all of them did that?
Yeah, that was their thing in 2016. They would go up to each other like.
Call me standoffish. I don't want to say hi that way.
It was so odd. I'm like, because my sister, obviously, they're Chicago Cub fans. I always make fun of that. I'm like, that's so.
Never seen that, but I mean, I'm definitely down.
Well, we know that.
But I mean, I don't even greet my friends like that.
You might have to sign like a waiver before you can just be down with that. Say it
That
again?
might be the Rangers too.
What,
the Rangers?
They're doing that?
Yeah,
Grab each other?
These two guys are the Texas Rangers.
Really?
Doing that. So Kev, you might be a Rangers
It's
fan.
becoming popularized, and I'm cool with this. Maybe I'll start going to games now. If they're
He's gonna go to the playoffs
In
now.
hopes that you'll be greeted?
yeah, play a little grab dong.
For KRBE's Roula and Ryan show to tell you what's going down in H-Town.
All right, it is brought to you by Duncan. Special K and myself will be out at Powder Keg tomorrow from 2 to 6. It's Barktoberfest. So you can bring your friends, your family, your pups, enjoy entertainment, food trucks. They've got a big dog costume contest. I'll be one of the judges. Kevin's going to be emceeing. And it all is for such a great cause. It really does help at-risk cats and dogs through Houston Pets Alive. It's a great organization.
That's so cute. See all those.
Oh, my God, you'll have so much fun.
Do they have cats dressed up too?
I didn't see any cats. It's just dogs.
No.
That'd be
You don't really you don't typically put leashes. I know some people have done it, put a leash on a cat, but that's not something you often see.
It'd be a mess. Have dogs and cats in the same.
It's definitely a dog
It's a
event.
dog event,
And
yeah.
it's kind of close to the intersection of I-10 and Beltway 8 on the west side.
It's really easy. If you're on the Beltway and you see that Walmart Supercenter on Westview right there, it's right behind Walmart. It's on Brittmore, and it's so easy. Powder kegs, and it's so much fun. Also, the Bayou City Art Festival is taking place this weekend at Sam Houston Park. They'll have over 200 local artists. Tickets are on sale at BayouCityArtFestival.com. A lot of people are texting this morning about this eclipse, the Ring of Fire eclipse. That's when the moon crosses between the sun and the earth. The moon does not completely block out the sun, and that creates the light around the shadow. Now, Houstonians are not going to be in the direct path of the eclipse, but you can still expect to see a partial shadow, and it's going to happen tomorrow morning, 10:27 a.m., till about 1:40 in the afternoon. You'll see something.
So is this am I supposed to be worried about my eyesight, or is this not that kind?
I don't think it's that
Maybe
kind.
just stare into it.
Now, if you want to
For a
go a
long
little
time.
conspiracy theory on this one, all right, let me bring this to you.
Is it the Transformers
Very
having a
interesting.
battle on the moon, Kevin?
We're the only planet in our solar system that has the moon with the exact right size to cover the sun. How is that? How is that perfection done? Because in
God?
ancient times,
That's how God made it.
That's what God made
in
it?
ancient times, they looked to that time of year for that to happen precisely, and it would become godly to them.
Now, this would never happen on other planets? I mean, they measure it out, right?
They looked
know.
in to see if that type of moon lunar eclipse, solar eclipse would happen, and they just can't find any other signs of that. So the aliens set it up like that so they would come off as gods.
Okay. Go sit in the corner with your tinfoil hat,
Okay,
please.
fine.
By the way, the Astros and the Rangers, the first game is going to be Sunday night, 7:15.
Yeah.
That's at
Go
Minute Maid
Stros,
Park.
go Stros, go Stros!
And then Monday's game 2, will be at 3:37 in the afternoon at Minute Maid Park.
Oh, even better.
Astros.
Yeah,
Got
afternoon game
pick
on
my
Monday.
kid up from school, get home, and watch the game.
Yeah.
And Eric, the sports heads were saying, well, where is really the home field advantage? It's both places for the Astros. Because if you've watched the last Rangers series against the Astros, half of their park was Astros fans.
Well, that's during
So
the
bring it,
season, but
Stros.
now it's the playoffs, and those bandwagon fans of the
Yeah.
Rangers will show up.
Yeah.
So
You're right. You're right.
But there'll be a
Coming
lot
up
of
next,
Astros
Special K
fans.
is going to bring us a prank call. What you got?
Listen, if y'all love it when I get a tongue lashing, today is the day we have I don't want to say bridezilla, but I mean,
Tongue lashing.
she lays
You can't
into
be
me.
messing around with a girl about her wedding day.
Are you crazy?
On a prank call. You deserved it.
I did.
Okay, we're going to hear it next on the Roula and Ryan Show.